Hi. So I've been meaning to start doing like video updates again for quite a while, and things have been weird, but things are always weird. And so I'm starting now, and what I thought I would actually try to do is maybe do like vlogs, either weekly or monthly, like maybe monthly. So I'm starting my vlog today. I haven't even brushed my hair yet. Having some tea. I'm about to perchance try to do a bit of yoga, but I probably don't have time. I need to get ready for a photo shoot that I'm doing today. I just have started photo shooting again with other people, only people that I know, because I'm not really trying to do the whole model thing anymore, but that's not important. So I mean, I still do like to model, but I don't like to photo shoot with random people anymore because that ship has sailed. Anyway, so I have a friend who is going to be taking some lo-fi photos of me today, and she's going to be doing my styling, but I'm going to be doing my hair and makeup before I leave. I can already tell I'm going to ramble, and I didn't mean to. This is supposed to be like a quick vlog. I have hard times with vlog, sorry. Okay, so this is just gonna be like random updates, and I'm just gonna clip them all together, and I'm not gonna like edit them or do anything particular or get all bothered by any particular, like, if I mess up my words, I don't care. That's not what this is about. So yeah, vlog today is November 9th. I was gonna start at the beginning of the month, but this is fine. And yeah, I'll catch you later, I guess. All right, I'm ready. I'm actually leaving the house on time, which is probably the first time in recorded history that I'm leaving the house for a photo shoot on time. It's exciting. My hair's fallen a little bit. It was definitely like Merida hair, but not Merida colored, but now it's not anymore because it's fallen, but it's fine. And yeah, so gonna go do this photo shoot. I'll be posting photos of from this on Patreon, select ones on social media. Yeah, so. I should specify that I said I was on time. That's because I wanted to leave 15 minutes before I actually did, because I was hoping to be there 15 minutes early. Yeah, so I was really 15 minutes later than I wanted to be, but I was technically on time, so. Hey, so the photo shoot went well yesterday. Today is November 10th, and I'm just gonna do like a quick run through of my goals for the next few weeks. Generally, I plan on doing a lot more than I actually can accomplish, so I'm not saying I will be achieving all these things in the next few weeks, but it would be really cool if I could. So yesterday, I went to Michael's and I got some beads for a necklace commission that I am going to be doing, and I will show those to you. So this is what I got. It's some jump rings, earring hooks. So it's going to be a necklace and a set of earrings. And I have pretty much free reign on artistic freedom for this design. I know the person who will be gifted this necklace, and the person who commissioned it just said, you know, do, you know, whatever you think they would like, pretty much. And so they really like blue, and so I went with blue, and I thought this would be nice and frosty for winter, or it would be very water-like for summer. All right, and so here they are. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of these in my design or not, but I'm going to be laying those out and figuring out a basic pattern. Okay, and then also, yes, I don't have the best handwriting. These are my classes that I have for pottery Yeah, so I'm just going to read this to you. So we have a gas firing on December 1st. For gas firings, I like to do things like when I use the darker clay body for my cauldrons or my bat dishes, the reduction firing makes like the raw clay that's unglazed at the foot of the piece to be darker. So I really like to get my bats and my cauldrons in the gas reduction firing if possible. We also have a pit firing coming up. Sorry that this is shaky because I just spent like way too long wasted looking for my tripod and I couldn't find it. So this is what it is today. And yes, so we have a pit firing on December 3rd. So I'm going to work on some pieces for that. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to make. The pieces that you make, sorry, when I talk to my camera, my mouth gets all weird because I'm somehow, for some reason, nervous. And like, I feel like my mouth gets dry as soon as I start trying to talk. And I'm not sure if you can hear that or not, but yeah. Anyway, pit firing pieces, they're not going to be functional in terms of like, you can't rely on them to be, you know, filled with water and, you know, you can't eat off them, stuff like that. They're not going to be completely, what's the word? They're not going to be fully, starts with a V, whatever. Okay. They're not going to be fired to a high enough temperature to be as hard and as made into glass, vitrified. They're not going to be vitrified enough. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, I probably shouldn't just like read this whole thing to you, but here we are. So my goal today and tomorrow is to work on pottery, hopefully, and per chance to work on this necklace. Since I just got these beads, I just like, it's what I feel like working on, and I probably shouldn't, but I also probably should. I don't know. But I really need to work on these pottery items. Yeah, so sorry, this is my first vlog like this. And I guess I'll just learn from my mistakes, and if this is boring, then it is. Anyway, so what I'm thinking for my pit firing is like some leaf vessels, maybe some cauldrons, I don't know. I want to make some bat dishes for the gas firing. Those sold really well in the summer, and I didn't make that many of them, and so I want to make some more. Maybe people will buy them for Christmas, I don't know. Yeah, so I have some other things that I want to work on. Beads. I want to make a couple of urn necklaces for Harley. She sits there during the daytime to look out because she liked to sit here on the couch and look out the window. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I just got some stuff to make slip casting. I got some casting slip and some pottery plaster, and so I want to work on making like a small little sculpture that I can practice my slip casting with, as well as use that method for the urn necklaces. And if I could get some of those small little sculptures made and glazed before the last pottery class, which is mid-December, ready for the holidays, that would be ideal. And if not, then that's fine, but it would be awesome. And I'm thinking maybe an owl or an elephant. Anyway, I have a couple of other pieces that I want to make that are like custom pieces for people by the end of December. I'm not sure if that's going to work out. And I also want to make some more leaf dishes because I posted that little leaf dish online and everybody loved it. And I think it's because I wasn't trying, I mean, I was trying to sell it, but I sold it like immediately, which was super awesome and very encouraging. But the things that I make that I'm trying to sell don't do as well. And then I post a leaf dish and I don't know, it appealed to a more broad much broader audience. So anyway, yeah, so my November art goals are this necklace commission. I really need to edit a photo set that I've been needing to edit for a few weeks. I want to continue to make masks. I need to list those on my Etsy. I want to still make more vertebrae, and I'm just not sure if I'm going to have time because they take forever. And I had a lot of interest in people buying those vertebrae candle holders, and I'm worried that they think that it's going to be like $20 for one, and like, you know, $25 for one and $50 for two, and it's just not, because they take a really long time. And they're really quite a complicated piece. And if I could figure out a way to do a slip cast mold of that, but it would have to be a multi-piece mold, and even then there's so many undercuts, I'm not certain that that would work out. But yeah, so I'm like worrying myself, like, oh, I need to make so many of these vertebrae, but then in reality, are people really going to buy them? I'm not sure. So I've probably been worrying for nothing. Anyway, I like making them. I like making things that take a long time to make, because right now my issue today is I'm not sure exactly what I want to make or what I should make today, and it makes it harder to get started. But if I was already, if yesterday I had started, like, for instance, a vertebrae sculpture, today I'd be like, okay, today I'm working on the vertebrae sculpture, and I just get to sit here for the next 8 hours and just work on that, and then that simplifies things. But anyway, I need to edit my YouTube videos, which is why I'm not editing these vlogs. These vlogs are not an extra project because I do not have any time for extra projects, and I still need to really edit my YouTube videos from last year, and it's very shameful, and I want to get them up, and I want to make YouTube like a real positive thing in terms of my advertising, in terms of my artistic production. But yeah, so I need to draft out a cincher pattern, waist cincher. I have ordered that stuff. I haven't posted about it on Patreon yet, but that was my patron funded art supply for September, October, and November. Yes, it was expensive. Super grateful to have been able to have purchased that, and without the help of my awesome patrons, I never would have been able to purchase that at this point in time. So very grateful for that and very excited about it. I've wanted to make a legit corset for a long time. I know it's not like a corset, but it's a waist cincher, and it's a corset. It's close enough. I don't know what the difference is, honestly, but it's got steel bones, and it's made of coutil, and it's got lacing, and it's got a busk, so it's a corset in my book. And if I'm wrong about that, then I'm wrong about that. And I also have a photo shoot that I need to schedule soon, that it's gonna be me and Chris, and I don't know what I'm gonna wear or what he's gonna wear, but yeah, so that's coming up, and I think that's pretty much everything. All right, so real quick, yesterday I did make that necklace. It's across the room. I'm not gonna bother getting it. It's really long. It's like 26 inches long, which is probably too long, and I'm gonna have my mom try it on because she's similar in size to the person that's gonna be receiving it, and see how long it looks on her, but I'm probably gonna have to redo it, so that's fun. Today I made, it's upside down, but you know, I made this bat dish, so that's cool. I'm putting the finishing touches on it right now, and started sculpting a little owl. You know, you can kind of tell that that's what it is. Started that. I'm gonna wrap that up in plastic. This is all I have for the urn necklace. It's just a lump of clay. Nothing's been done to it. I've got these beads. Trying to not have a shadow, yeah. These beads that I made. And let's see, last night, because of the, so here are the earrings that match the necklace. I will, why would I not just get the necklace? Okay. Because of, if I don't get clay on it, because of the fact that I made it and it's too long, and I was like, oh, you know what would have solved that is one of those bead board things where you can lay out the whole necklace and look at it. I mean, it's pretty, it's just, it's long. It's longer than what I feel like the recipient usually prefers. Yeah, so I'm just going to, also did yoga today and yesterday and 4 days this week and 5 days in the past 7 days, which is really great because I really need to get back into doing that because I have not been feeling my best self, and it really helps me. Just stretching just really helps me to like feel better. Anyway, I just interrupted myself. I was saying that I bought one of those bead boards last night and it will arrive probably tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much all of my update. I will talk to you later. Hello, so today is November 16th, yes, and I haven't vlogged in a few days. I had a headache that lasted the whole weekend, which was unfortunate, but I got some much needed rest, so that's good. What I am working on today, I just finished this little bat dish. It's the same one that I posted before, or that I shared before, but it's finally like more complete. I also, here we go. I also have just been, as these beads dry, look, we might get a cat soon, so we're preparing for that anyway. Or we might get a couple of cats because they won't let you have just one. So anyway, as these beads dry, I am drilling the hole because when clay hardens, when it dries, it shrinks, and then when it gets fired, it shrinks, and then you have to glaze it and it gets fired again and it shrinks more. And so to ensure that the holes are big enough to fit on the rods of the rack that I got to fire beads on so that you can glaze them and they don't stick to the bottom of like the shelf in the kiln. And so I've been drilling just with my hand, not with a drill. I've been drilling these holes into the beads, and then as they dry a little bit more, I drill it out a little bit more and a little bit more so that it'll eventually be like this when they're completely hardened. So that's just been a little bit of a process. So today what I'm working on is I really need to make my pieces for the pit firing. I have today, and I have 2 days from now, and I don't have tomorrow, and I really have to get them made. So yeah, I gotta hurry that up. This is my mold that I made for my bat dishes. So all the bat dishes that I've been making have been like slab built on this mold. Just take a slab of clay and you put it on there, and then you press it and you cut it out, and it sounds more simple than it is because it's very meticulous to cut all of these pieces and make it look right. And so I'm thinking of in the future trying to experiment with slip casting that, make one of these again perhaps, or use this mold to make one, I don't know, and slip casting that, because that just seems like it would be easier than having to cut out a slab each time, but it might not be, I don't know. And so I also have this mold that I made. And so what I did for these is just clay, and I shaped it, and then I carved it out and bisque fired it so that it's porous. It's not a finished piece, so it's porous, and you lay the clay over it and it draws in some moisture, and that allows you to fairly soon after you put the clay on there to remove the clay, and it's kind of like holding the shape. Anyway, so yeah, so this I made to look like a few different things. An eye was one of my goals, as well as to be able to use it as kind of a base for a leaf, as well as, you know, if I wanted to make some, you know, some feminine energy art, I could do that with this as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna work on those two things and my pit firing pieces today, hopefully, and I will check in later and we will see how that went. Also, yesterday I went to pottery and I glazed a few pieces and I picked some more pieces up, and I'm not going to fill my vlog up with those pieces. I might regret that. I should do that, but maybe in the future I'll be better organized and I'll do that. I doubt it. I mean, I doubt I'll be better organized, but I might do that in the future. They're over there, like over there. But I already went over there and tried to film, and the lighting is not good, and I just don't have the time today to commit to that kind of thing. And so I'll be sharing those on social media and whatnot as I am able to photograph them well. But also, if you're my patron, like if you're following my Instagram, my patron only Instagram, then you've already seen them all, because I post all of my glaze combos before and after they're fired on my patron only Instagram. So if that interests you, you know, I'm sure there's a link somewhere near this video that you could click to access my Patreon and to access my Instagram. And if you're already my patron, thank you very much. All right. I'll check back in later. Yeah, back again already. I forgot to say that, like, these beads and this dish, like, they're the same ones that I had shown previously. And what I've been doing with these beads is, like, they're drying slowly. When clay dries, it shrinks, and then when clay is fired, it shrinks, and then you glaze it, and then it's fired again, it shrinks again. So in order for the beads to fit on the little wire poles on the rack that I got to be able to fire them so that they're not stuck to the kiln shelf, I've been using this drill bit to drill a hole, but I want it to be large enough so as they dry and it shrinks a little bit, I drill it a little bit more over and over again, because I tried to just drill a hole before when it was too hard and it did not work, or I tried to widen it. Anyway, just wanted to add that. And so yeah, these are the same pieces. I haven't made any progress on those little carvings that I was working on. I haven't made any progress on a lot of things in life, but that's okay. And yeah, so I did get my mom to try on that necklace that I made though, and I'm satisfied with the length. I think it looks like it's gonna be a good length for the recipient, and so I'm not gonna have to remake that, which is exciting because I'm really pleased with that necklace and I don't want to remake it and risk not being as pleased. Yeah, so that is that, and yeah. Okay, so this is the next day. This is the 17th, and this is what I got done. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, this totally wasn't even planned, but it just like happened to work out. I need to clean up the edges. This need to clean up a little bit. These two are pretty much done. The beads, I'm still, you know, doing the same thing. Sorry it's dark. Sorry that it was off because I was looking at what I was doing. All right, this this is the start of one of my tiny cauldrons. This is what they all look like in the beginning when they're babies. Sorry, I don't know what I am doing with the camera. Okay. This is the clay for the pit fire, and it's very, very soft. So I shaped this out. Usually I shape these out and then I go through, I'll make a few at a time, and like I'll go through and then thin them out a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and shape them a little bit, like slightly at a time. This sat out for hours last night, and it's only now, it's been under plastic all day but not tightly wrapped. Only now is it like to the firmness that like it really needs to be for me to move forward. So I need to consider that. And yes, so that is my update, and I'm gonna try to bust out, but we'll see, a couple more leaves and maybe another bat dish tonight, because I've really got to get my production up. I guess work on this a little bit, and then I've got tomorrow to work on things, but I can't spend all day on pottery, or like, I don't know, I shouldn't. So yes, I will update again, but it won't be till tomorrow. So bye. Okay, so I said I would update tomorrow, but I am in fact updating tonight. So this is what I've got. I am pretty pleased with it. They're not finished. Leaf dish, a new bat, a new like deep leaf dish, another leaf dish. And these are like, this was like traced from a real leaf, as was this one over there, because I don't have a lot of space. And like, I have a table. Look at that table right there. I could set that up, but do I? No. All right, anyway, so this I've shaped a little bit more, and I'm just gonna leave it now until tomorrow and work on it some more. And I did want to mention that the like one of the bats and the beads that I showed earlier that I said I did yesterday, I like finished them up, or like the beads I'm still working on, but they're not new, they're the same. But all of these that I just showed here are all new except for the center little cauldron for the pit firing. Those are all 100% new for tonight, and then I had to do a lot of finishing touches on those others that took a whole hour to do. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited about that, and so I'll be able to put the finishing touches on these tomorrow. Probably take a couple hours, and it just feels good to finally be making things again, like making a little bit of progress. That's nice. Good night. Wow, I just said so much, and I think it was probably like 3 minutes long, and I went to cut it off and it just started recording. That's just awesome. Okay, well, hello. Today, I don't even know the date. It is the following Tuesday. The last time I updated you was on a Wednesday. I said I would update again the next day. I did not. I said the next day I would work on putting the finishing touches on that pottery, and I did do that. And it took longer than anticipated, and I also made lots of bread dough, and then went on Friday and fired those breads in a wood-fired oven, which was awesome. And then on Saturday, we adopted this kitty. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. And she kind of looks like, you know, the way that moths have, like, it's like when her head is down, she looks like she has eyes that are still looking at you. So that's cool. And anyway, yeah, she's also a little bit oily because we found one flea on her, and I haven't seen any more since then. And so I coated her in oil because I've done that before, which was very successful on the cat that I did it to, who was covered in fleas. It took care of her fleas completely, which was awesome. So we did that to her. So she was a very oily little kitty, and gave her a bath, and she did really well, and she like didn't struggle at all. And I know kittens don't always love to like sit in water, but she did great. And yeah, so now she's just a little oily, like a little oil residue. So she's just getting like a nice fur oil treatment, and will be softer than ever when it's gone. Which she looks a lot cuter when she doesn't have a little bit of this oil in her fur making her look scraggly. But she actually kind of does look scraggly, and that's one of the things that drew us to her in the first place. Her name is Sabra Cadabra from the Black Sabbath song. I don't know if I said that already because I already recorded all of this before, so now I'm saying it in a much more chaotic and random way. And before I did a really good job, but yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you what I did on last Thursday to finish those pots up, and what I've been working on since. And I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but that's okay because life. And today is Tuesday, and tomorrow I'm not gonna have time to do a whole lot, and I'm planning on baking. And then Thursday is freaking Thanksgiving, which, to be honest, I'm not like doing anything for, but I am planning on relaxing and watching the dog show and some movies. And I'm going to visit my family outdoors. So yeah, okay then. All right, so this is this leaf. It's wobbly, so I'm going to, anyway, I'm going to have to like file that down. Not really file it down, but I'm going to just like grind it on some concrete. All right. I made an extra bead that is got a humongous hole. I don't remember what it was. We'll go with 5/16, but that might not be accurate. And so that goal for that is to be a beard bead. This is my finished cauldron for the pit firing. Still need to sign that. Need to make a mental note. Still need to sign all this actually. That's why it's still under the plastic actually. Anyway, did some detail work on that and on that, and did a lot of work on that. And that did not only take a couple hours, it took like all of Thursday. And also on Thursday I made lots of doughs. Again, I might have already said that, but I can't remember if that was in the video that got cut off or not. So I made a lot of dough on Thursday and that took some time. And then Friday, I baked all that dough. Anyway, so what I also have is this. Just ignore those blankets. I will say though that we have been doing some cleaning since having the kitty, and not really cleaning as much as reorganizing, which is awesome. Ignore that as well. Why is the clutter in my video? Look, no more bookshelves there. I just did a little side note to that the other day in that video. Anyway, so these have a pinch pot base of like that tall, and then coiled tops. This pit fire clay is low fire and it's very wet. So these were kind of slow going, and these can also sit out for a long time without, excuse me, without being like, I'm so tired, without drying out too much. Anyway, so this is like a good, nice little texture. So I'm about to add more coils onto these. So Chris is also making one. This is his so far. And this was the size that mine were yesterday. So they went from this size to this size yesterday. And I have some more pots, hold on. Okay, and then these, I started yesterday with the kitty in my lap. So there's this one. Yes, and this one, which is going to be much larger than all the rest. Don't know how that's going to work out because I really don't have time to continue to be working on these because they really needed to be finished and dry for me to drop off tomorrow, but oh well. I'm not sure when the bisque firing is going to be. Hopefully I don't miss it. It kind of sucks that it's Thanksgiving this week because I don't think the school's open on Friday. Yeah, so anyway, gonna add some more coils to these and probably won't update after that, and gonna sign those other pots. But yeah, I'll be working on that stuff, and then I will see you when I see you, which might be tomorrow. Huh, maybe. Bye. Alright, sorry about the heat, but it is freaking cold. This is with one extra coil on all of these pots. I really need to start bringing them in because I'm thinking for this one, I'd like it to be kind of like, oh, hold on. Cat was scratching at the couch. Can't be having the cat scratch the couch. Got her little scratching boards. Anyway, I want this one to kind of angle in. This one, I'd like to kind of be like more bulbous and then go in, maybe. These, I don't really have a clear vision for, I don't know, you know, I don't know. And this, I kind of want it to be like a dragon egg, like incense burner, and drill a hole in it right here. Anyway, oh, I have bread in the oven. I need to keep track of the time. Okay. Yeah, so, something I forgot to say earlier. Oh, she's sitting on me. So sweet. Anyway, oh no, don't lick that. I just put Frontline on her, and she's trying to lick it off. Poor thing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Something I forgot to say is that on Saturday morning, Chris had a meeting at work, and I went and sat in the car and spent 2 hours editing my spider video, my spider dress costume video that was supposed to come out last November. And I still really wanted to get my supernatural video edited and out this November, but I did not. But I really have to get the spider dress video up because it literally says Happy Halloween, and if not, Happy November. So I need to get it up because it's almost the end of freaking November. All the clipping that needs to be done, which is the major part of editing, is done. I just need to add my transitions and, you know, anything that I'm going to have in text, the beginning. I need to put the reveal. I would have put the reveal that day, but magically all of the photos that I edited from that shoot have disappeared. So I need to figure out where they are. And I did some videos in that costume too, where like I was just like moving around all crazy, like right where I took the photos. And so I got to figure out where those are. And yes, so I have to get that edited, and then I still need to edit that November photo shoot. I still need to continue to work on stuff, and I need to do some posting and photographing of some stuff, some art, because Small Business Saturday is this week, and you know, Black Friday, and I'm thinking of doing as much as I hate to discount my work, because that's basically saying that my time isn't worth making money, but I'm thinking of doing a sale for Black Friday weekend at my Etsy shop, which will have already happened by the time I post this video. So just to try to move some of the things that have been in there for longer so that I can make more stuff, because I really want to make more cauldrons, but I feel like I shouldn't make more cauldrons because there's still so many cauldrons I haven't sold. There's not really so many, there's like 7. I should just make more. But anyway, so I still need to do that. There's several other things I still need to do, but those were the things that I really needed to speak about. Yes. Tomorrow I might be making a Guinness pecan chocolate tart. That's exciting. I'll be posting that on Instagram. Food posts on my Instagram have been doing really well. I've been trying to post a lot more on there to keep my algorithm up. The food people that started following me when I did the Hocus Pocus spellbook cake have been really awesome and supportive, and they like and comment and share my posts, which does amazing things for the algorithm. So it allows people that follow me to actually see my posts, because otherwise they're suppressed. So that's really cool, and they're really supportive of my art too, and that's awesome. I'm just like not used to people that so many people that I don't know on Instagram being supportive. It's really nice, and they make awesome stuff too, so I try to share the support back. So anyway, yeah, I'm not trying to ramble and make this super long, but that's what I have done anyway. But that's what I'm best at. I'm just chilling here with this kitty cat. She's now on my lap, and that's good times. Alright, and I can smell my buns. We're having black bean burgers for supper, which is exciting. And I made them last month and froze them because I made a couple extra, and that's just like the best thing. If I could go back and tell younger versions of myself like advice, it would be like, always make more than you need and freeze it, because it's so nice to have it on days where you don't feel like cooking or you don't have time. Anyway, bye. I'll update again some other time. I'm going to add at least one more coil on these tonight. It's hard to add them quickly where they are so wet, but I really need to add at least one more tonight. I was hoping to finish these today. I mentioned that. Alright, goodbye. Okay, so it is November 29th. Today is the day I need to take the pit fire pots to school to get fired. I'm gonna have to go back and pick them up later this week. And then the firing is this Friday. So finished things up last night, but they're not completely dry. So I'll show you what I have. Pit fire pots as well as the other pottery I'm gonna be taking in today. Okay, so this one's Chris's. And these are my pit fire pots. They're all coil. This one's mostly pinch pot with just a little bit of coil, but the rest of them are coil pots. And you can see by the fact that they're lighter at the top and darker at the bottom that they're not completely dry yet, which sucks because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be loaded into the kiln tonight and hopefully they don't explode. And then this is what else I have that I'll be taking in. I really enjoyed making these leaf dishes, and I have gathered lots of other leaves that are now put away so the cat cannot access them. And I was hoping to be able to make more by now, but last week was just incredibly hectic, and so it didn't happen, but I'm glad that I got these done. And I mean, really these, you know, you could throw these on the wheel and it really wouldn't take long. Like I could do all of these, you know, within like a 3-hour period. And some people could do way faster than that, but that's just the level I am with the wheel. But it took like, I spent just 5 hours yesterday working on them. And that was really just, you know, from here up and finishing them. So they've definitely had a lot of time put into them. But don't I just take forever doing everything? Okay. This, they're doing, I never got anything made in time for the gas firing. That's what I was hoping to get these bat dishes in, but I wasn't able to because obviously they need to be bisque fired first and then glazed. But this is a piece that was originally fired in the gas firing, and this is supposed to be red, but sometimes it just doesn't turn out red for whatever reason. And so I'm gonna pop it in there. Hopefully it will become red, and if not, then oh well. We shall just see what happens. But yeah, so that's my update for today. So, if you recall, I thought that I was done with the cropping parts of the spider video, and I was hoping to finish it like today and tomorrow. Well, anyway, I was hoping to locate, because I realized I was missing some footage, today and then finish it tomorrow. I'm still really hoping that that can happen. I'm really not sure now, though, because I just found the footage I was looking for. I've been looking for it for like 2 hours, and I just found it in plain sight. Like, it was exactly where it was supposed to be, and I was looking through like all these old SD cards and micro SD cards. And so I found that footage, and because I was missing the spider leg making process, as well as like the videos that I filmed at the reveal. So I wouldn't just have the photos. And it just took my video from 13 minutes, which is my cropped down that I had already done, that I'd spent all that time doing, now to 1 hour and 10 minutes. So that's fun. That's very fun. I'll be working on this tomorrow, as well as editing that photo set. This is still November 29th. So, you know, I still have a day. We'll see if it happens, but I'm gonna give it my best. Hopefully there'll be a lot here that'll be easy to crop out. All right, so these are my Corset Supplies. I'm excited. I just opened this package, even though it came a couple weeks ago. My first ever busk of my very own. Exciting. So this is what I spent my Patreon income on ever since this past summer. I've been trying to always only spend my patron money rather than putting it towards my bills, which, you know, is equally as important, but I've been trying to spend my patron money on art supply, just to kind of further my purpose there. And so this is the majority of what I need to make a corset, which I will be doing with the help of the instructions on Minuje Toi's Patreon. She is an amazing burlesque costumer. Anyway, she is a burlesque costumer of whom I've been a patron of for a while, trying to get the cat in the shot with me. She is taking a little snooze. She's been playing hard today. Just got her an automated ball, and that's been keeping her busy as I've been able to work on things. So that's been very helpful because she needs to play a lot, so she does not keep us up all night long. Or she's actually really good about not doing that, but she'll wake us up in the mornings a little bit before we're ready to wake up, and we already go to bed later than we should be. So yeah, and then she sleeps all day because, you know, life is good. But anyway, yeah, so I started doing yoga again. That's exciting. I know that doesn't count as like art vlog type stuff, but since I was talking about it before, it really is helping me, I guess, just to feel a little bit more grounded. I know that where I've been sitting around and working on art all the time, I don't have really good like circulation, and so it's really helping me to kind of help that flow a little bit better, and helping me to also like try to prioritize doing that instead of spending time on my phone first thing in the day, because spending time and energy on my phone first in the day really is counterproductive for me working on my projects, because it just distracts my mind. Whereas the yoga, I'm not able to clear my mind yet with it, because that just takes practice and I haven't been doing it consistently and such. But anyway, it helps. I'm not trying to just ramble on. I understand that this vlog for this month is probably lengthy, and I don't know how lengthy it is, but I apologize. And if you are still watching here on November the 30th, thank you. That's really awesome. Hopefully this is something you can just like put on to listen to if you're a person who does that kind of thing. I do that kind of thing. Like, I'll listen to someone's vlog that they'll post on YouTube, Costuming Drama. She puts out a vlog, and I really like to listen to it while I'm working on projects, so I don't really have to watch it. It just gives me something to listen to, and she's really cool if you want to check her out. But anyway, yeah, so I have posted my dragon sculpture process photos, and I have taken a photo of this corset supply and posted it on Patreon. And I don't like to just be posting lots of things on the last day of the month, but that's just how it happened this month. And I've been working on that photo set today, and I'm hoping to post part 1 of it today. And what I'm about to do now, I'll be advertising this dragon sculpture on Instagram, but I don't think I'm gonna have time for that today, and it's the last day of the month anyway, so in terms of somebody joining my Patreon, they'd be better off doing it tomorrow for their sake, because why pay for November when it's over? Anyway, yeah, so I don't think I'll have time to do that tomorrow anyway, but I will be posting that on Instagram sometime in the next few days as I have time. That's not important. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get started on editing this video. Sorry this is shaky. Like, I think my muscles are fatigued. And I'm looking over here because that's where my notebooks are, and I'm actually not referencing them for any reason. I just keep looking at them because it relates to the fact that I'm going to say I'm going to start editing on this spider costume video because I just really want to get it up today. And realistically, I don't think it's going to happen. It's 4 o'clock, which, you know, in terms of the day is kind of early for me. You know, I still have like a good 6 hours that I can spend on things, minus a slight lunch break, which won't take long, but I will take one because I'm also going to be baking bread. There's a thing Christine McConnell, who I'm also a patron of, is going to be doing today at 6. She's going to be making taper candles or something like that. I'm not going to be watching that, but I'm going to have that on. I've got a timer set on my phone. This is just me making this take too long, and I'm talking fast, which is probably not enjoyable. It's enjoyable for me. It helps me to be able to say a lot and feel like I'm not taking up too much of someone's time. But anyway, yes. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to work on editing my spider video, and then to conclude this vlog for this month, we will go back over the projects that I had as goals and figure out what I got done and figure out what's going to be pushed to December and figure out what's going to be pushed to past December, because December is not going to have any time. So yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll be back shortly. All right. So it's 9:15. So it's been about 5 hours. I got the photo set finished editing the photo set during the hour that Christine McConnell did her live stream. Made me want to make some tapered candles. That's not anything I'm going to make anytime soon. Not adding that to my list. Don't worry, but it would be nice. Anyway, so got the bread baked, had a slice while I ate my video. I ate a slice while I worked on my video. I have some major eye fatigue, like, that right eye burns so bad. Didn't finish the video. It's not gonna be up in November. The spider costume video, which sucks so bad. And now it's gotta be a December goal. Sometimes I just feel like I should give up, but the thing is like, also when I'm editing the video, like just now, seeing like the parts that have Harley in it, or just like hearing her, it's like, or even just seeing myself, honestly, it's like, I'm glad that I'm making these videos. Even not even like seeing myself in terms of like, oh, you know, when I'm older, I'll be like, oh, that's how I was, because I don't realize how I am. You know, even when I'm gonna watch this vlog, I'm gonna be like, I'm so weird, I don't realize I'm this way. But I am, and I don't know, I just feel like, oh, I'm sorry. I just feel like the making of the video itself, the editing, it's a process, and I'll get better at it, and I'll get quicker at it. And right now it's rough. Like I said, this one's not going to be edited at all. It's going to be really, really rough. But that one's going to be pretty rough itself. The version that I had last year was a lot better when I had basically finished it before it all crashed and went away. But yeah, so it's a good way to document my progress. And in terms of this costume, I'm like, wow, I didn't remember certain things that I had done. And I like even like state like, this is this many inches and I did this and this is how I did this. Like, that's such good documentation of a project. So I mean, I'm really glad that I'm doing it, even though it's taking forever. I just feel like I've got to get kind of, maybe once I don't feel like I'm stuck working in the past all the time on things I recorded a year ago. My voice is doubling or something. I don't know if it sounded like that on the... Anyway, my voice shouldn't be having problems, just my sight. Anyway, yeah, so the bread was tasty. Let's look at November's goals. All right, there's an idea that I would love to do in January, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Uncle Fester has this cute apron that's heart-shaped That would be awesome for a February video. Anyway, so yeah, so I didn't even go to class on that 22nd because of a cat issue. Anyway, didn't get anything done for the gas firing. Pit firing, hopefully picking up those pieces tomorrow. If not, maybe Thursday, I guess. Doing that Friday. Did not make a mold for a leaf dish, but made several leaves. Not going to try slip casting. That's going to have to happen later in December or in January. Gas firing, did not get those bat dishes glazed in time. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself and this is probably boring, but anyway, check out my handwriting. Isn't it horrible? Sometimes I can't even read it myself. December, berry bowl, nope, didn't happen. Mug, nope, didn't happen. Not gonna happen. Urn necklace, not gonna happen. Made some beads to experiment with, yeah. More Harley bowls, nope, that's gonna be a series I'm working on. Didn't happen. Yeah, so, you know, none of that really happened, but I still managed to, like, work really hard. Oh, look, the cat, oh, it's blurry. The cat got this thing today. It's a scratcher, and it's got a mouse. Oh, and she's scratching. That's great for the video. She doesn't have fleas, or, like, since that one that I saw on her, I haven't seen any more, so that's good. So there's been no sightings of fleas since the first night she was here, and even then it was just one. Okay, November art goals. Back here so soon? Okay. She's a little sweetie. Okay. So yeah. November goals. What did I actually achieve? I edited part 1 of this photo set. It's a boudoir photo set, so it's gonna be, it's lingerie. It's only gonna be on Patreon. It's not gonna be available for the masses. Let's see. Make masks and list. No. Did not do that at all. Carve another vertebrae and make a video on how to do that. No, didn't do that at all. What concept of time do I have? I have no clue. I have no clue when I'm like thinking of what I should do, how I can possibly do those things. I have no clue how my brain is like, oh, you can do that. Sure. It's the only way I get anything done. I may have mentioned that already in this video, but that's something I'm learning about myself is I think the fact that I have no clue how long anything's going to take is exactly why I'm willing to try in the first place. Anyway, yeah, edit my YouTube videos. Tried to get at least one edited. I worked hard on it. I give myself credit. I get credit for that. It's okay. Hopefully I'll learn to shoot them in a more concise way in the future, so it won't take so long to edit. But even so, I mean, what did I spend on it? Maybe 2 full days editing. I mean, I should be able to get it done that amount of time, but even thus, it's, you know, there wasn't like I spent a whole week, and if I had spent a whole week, I would have got it done. Post my dragon sculpture. Did that on Patreon today. Check mark. Yeah, didn't post it on Instagram yet. That's fine. I'll do that soon. Make the cincher pattern. Nope, but I'll do that soon. I posted the stuff with that. So the photo shoot that I will be doing after I make the cincher will happen later, probably next year, unless by some crazy Christmas miracle that it happens this year, but I doubt it. But I am going to be working on that cincher pattern and working on that cincher as my December goals. I need to look at my December goals and address them, but I will do that for December's vlog, which will start not tomorrow because I'm completely busy. Sorry, I have all this spit all of a sudden. I'm completely busy the next 2 days and technically 3 days. I should start actually vlogging for the pit firing, so yeah. So I'll start my December vlog in 2 days. I need to schedule a photo shoot with this awesome local photographer, Cindy Eller, who we did an exchange, and so she's gonna do a photo shoot for me. It's gonna be me and Chris. I have not figured out what I'm gonna wear yet. I think I have said that before in this video. Wow, I need to not repeat myself. And look, I'm gonna work on making these videos. I'm gonna learn from this one, and I'm gonna make them better. Thanks for hanging in there. I realize that it's probably like repetitive. I realize it's probably boring, or just like weird or random, or maybe something I've noticed in my YouTube videos is like I kind of talk down to myself sometimes, and nobody wants to see that. I don't think that that's what I'm doing necessarily, but I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. I'm just saying that there are going to be multiple elements to these videos that I'm just going to have to evolve over time to make better. I'm definitely open to suggestions, and I'm very self-critical, which I think is a good quality. Can be detrimental, but for the most part, as long as you're self-accepting and self-critical, it's a good thing because you can help better yourself all the time, which is great. It's great to better yourself all the time. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not saying I always do a good job, but anyway, yeah, do vlog. Look at that. Done. Now I just need to compile all these videos, not edit them, probably not even watch them. I don't know. I should, technically. And post November 30th, of which we still have a little bit of time left, and I still need to make supper, and Chris is going to be home in like an hour, so, yeah, hour and a half. Anyway, thank you so much for coming with me on this wild ride. I think that these are going to be another thing that I look back on later, and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I did that. It helped me to stay accountable for things throughout the month. It helped me to put in perspective how much I can get done in a month. It helped me to keep track of what I do, because sometimes when I'm not reaching all of my goals, I feel like, wow, I didn't accomplish anything. But I know that I did. Did I accomplish a lot less than I expected? Yeah. But it was also November, so it's fine. And December, yeah, it's gonna be worse. There's a lot of Christmas movies that I need to watch in December. That's all I'm saying. A lot of Christmas movies, and there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to have to bake. And maybe that'll become part of my vlog. I don't want to, like, bore you with my regular everyday life. I want to keep this kind of focused on projects, but, I mean, the baking is a project. And, yeah, so I'll just share a little bit of my bread with you, and we'll call it a month. So thank you very much, very, very much for watching. Thanks. Slowly learning how to make sourdough. Big hole here. You know, the rest of them are okay. Slowly learning. It varies each time. Have a good night, or whatever.